back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1060, and we are here live in Southwest Florida at the beach. If you are joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. It's a fun show to be involved in and interact with, whether you join live or watch in the recording, because I reply to all the comments throughout the day. It's so fun. And for those of you that get to join early, because I do schedule the show in advance, you can join the pre-chat and chat with everybody else up to 30 minutes before I even go live, which is so fun. And if you want to keep the party going even more throughout the day, you can head on over to the forums, the community forums on my website, where you can chat with everybody else 100% private. The only way anyone can even see what you've written is to be in their account. There's no way to see it publicly on the internet, which is so amazing. And you can private message people on the website as well. And I don't even have access to that. That is pure privacy. Hi Joe, hi Lily. I missed a few names. Hi Judy, hi Sunshine, hi Julie. Good morning everybody and happy Friday. Hope you're having a great day so far. I'm trying a new hairdo this morning. We'll see how it goes. Instead of putting any product in my hair this morning, I took my braids down and left it a little on the frizzy side from pulling out the braids. And I figured my hair gets frizzy at the beach anyway. Maybe it'll help me with volume. Maybe it'll stay this way. So I'm doing a little experiment. Hi Angela, hi Thea, hi Nancy. Good morning everybody. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Hi Grace and Judy. Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1060, and we are here live in Southwest Florida at the beach. If you're joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. Let's see, what do I want to talk about first? Hi, Stitches by Sharon. Hi, Christine. Good morning. I have a project I'm working on. I'm wearing new earrings that I just finished making. These are the Miley crochet earrings. I think my entire outfit's from my Amazon shop too. I have a new skirt to show you that, oh my goodness, I'm so excited about it. I want it in every color it comes in, but I started with black because that's usually the color I start with, because I feel like it goes as a great contrast to most everything in my closet. It is a beautiful maxi skirt that has a very thick banded waist of elastic and then these gorgeous tiers. It's super lightweight, and it is lined. And my goal, because it has that super thick waist, I like wearing it up high so that I can tie a shirt and wear the shirt cropped. This is another reason why I wanted to make some crochet tops that were a little cropped too, because I really like this silhouette of pulling the whole waistline up, cropping the top, and keeping the skirt high too. And it's such a generous length that look at how long, I'm falling down the dip in the sand. See how long it is? I'm 5'9", 180 pounds, give or take. I no longer have a scale at home. This is the first time I haven't weighed myself in years, daily in years, and it's kind of scary to me because I feel like without a scale you could really lose yourself and gain a lot of weight without knowing it. But as soon as I get done with my injuries, I will definitely get back to exercising. So just trying to focus on the things that I can focus on, one thing at a time. Can't focus on that yet. So anyway, I'm wearing a size large. It's actually not even tight in the size large. It is so incredibly comfortable. I don't know what the fabric is specifically. You'll have to follow the link. And Judy has just shared a link to the skirt in the live chat. It'll also be available in the show notes. And if you just want to pop over to pre-chat and pop over to my Amazon shop, amazon.com/shop/Kristin Omdahl. You'll find it there too. It comes in some other colors, and I really want the light purple now. I think it'll look super cute with like white and pastel shirts. Like, I'm so excited. Anyway, I love it. I love it, love it. I love, I'm wearing my favorite shirt too. And I wore a longer sports bra, which means that I kind of think I could possibly get away with that too. Do you want me to show you? I'm not sure. I don't want to offend anybody, but I think that the sports bra that I'm wearing could actually be worn as a top with this skirt. You want to try it? If we hate it, I'll just put the t-shirt back on. It's just so hot out here that it's worth trying. I think that this might be a cute outfit too, especially, I mean, not like to go to a fine dining restaurant, but you know, maybe to go to lunch, I don't know. Let's see. So with the top, yeah, the sports bra is a little on the longer side for a sports bra. So between that being a little longer and the skirt being worn higher, I feel like I could get away with that too. How cute is that, huh? So I think the skirt has a lot of potential, and if you weren't comfortable wearing just like a sports bra like this with the skirt, that's when you can put on a crochet lace vest or a knit lace vest or a wrap or a shawl or something else. So I feel like because the skirt comes up high, I feel like you have a lot of flexibility with wearing a fitted top or a bodysuit with it. And then if you just want a little more coverage, throw something lacy over it, throw a vest over it, or even just a denim vest, a denim jacket or a denim sleeveless jacket, vest. Yeah, sleeveless jacket would be a vest. And I'm gonna keep this off for a minute. It's super duper hot out here. I'm guessing that, yes, or a wrap. Yes, a capelet, a wrap, a shawl that's draped like a cape or a capelet. There are a lot of options. So if you wanted more coverage, you could do that as well. I'm probably going to offend some people with cleavage now though. So I'll put the t-shirt, I can't, I'm already sweating. All right, I apologize in advance. I love this style. Is this sports bra in my Amazon shop? I do not believe it is. This is probably my oldest sports bra in my closet. It's from Beverly Johnson, and it's, gosh, at least 10 years old. I should see if she still makes them, and if there's anything like it. If there is, I'll find it on Amazon and throw it in there, because I got to tell you, if I could get this specific length and style of sports bra in other colors, I would wear it every day of the week. The skirt is 100% cotton. No wonder I love it so much. Thank you for checking on that, Lori. I forgot to check the fiber content, but it feels, it's very gauzy. Look at how sheer the skirt is. Isn't that amazing? It's my favorite skirt I've had in a long time. Remember when I used to love those tie-dyed maxi skirts that I had years ago? And I lost them in the move. I believe I put them in a bin in the storage unit for fabric that I want to convert to other things, because I think they'd really be great with a crochet tank top added to them to turn them into maxi dresses for maxi skirts. And so I put them there, and I regret it so much because I wish I could wear them all the time now. I love wearing maxi skirts, so now that I have this one, I'm not only going to wear it all the time, but I'm also going to consider buying it in another color. I do have sports bras in my shop though, and sports bras that I do wear often, and you can find those in my Amazon shop as well. Okay. And then everything else I'm wearing is there. So you can find the scarf and my favorite t-shirt in the world. It's hard to stop someone who never gives up. Notice how I was wearing an oversized t-shirt, but cut out the neck and tied it up really tight. That's how I feel like you can pull off a shirt like that with a longer skirt. Because the skirt comes high-waisted, it allows you to pull up the waistline of your whole outfit, and I think it's very elongating. I think making your bottom half look longer than your top half makes your legs look longer and kind of takes the focus off of the areas that are fuller. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. The green one's cute too, Lori. And you know what? I thought about the green one as well because of the advice that I give and share and believe in myself, that green is Mother Nature's neutral. And then I figured all of my pinks and corals and yellows and floral colors, purples, I figured all of my floral colors would match it really well too. So yeah, I kind of like the green and the purple. I know, it's so excessive. Sticking with the black for now, but yeah, on my wish list is to get some of those other colors, because a white t-shirt, a white tank top would look good with any of the colors. Yeah, I'd like all of them. Anyway, you may have noticed that I'm got my wrist guard back on again today. I think I've done too much the last couple of days. I do not have a tutorial on how to cut the collar off of t-shirts, but I did buy some super sharp scissors yesterday, and now I will be able to show you properly. I really wanted to have the right tools because, you know, sometimes I talk about tools being super important and sometimes I talk about them not being super important. And if you're cutting fabric, having sharp scissors is a must. And you don't not have to spend a ton of money on them. In fact, I got a funny story to tell you. I was at my mom's house a while back and borrowed a pair of scissors for her. I was like, Mom, where and why and how do you have such incredibly sharp scissors? Are they fabric scissors? She goes, no, I just got them for $5 at Walmart. And I went, you what? They're amazing. So yesterday when I was at Walmart, what was I going there for? I was going there for something. Oh, curtain rod, yes. I've been having so many issues with blinds in the RV breaking, and some things have been easy to fix and other things have been surprisingly not easy to fix. And without knowing what kind of walls that I have, and really just not having the time and energy to deal with that stuff while I'm still trying to gain my income back. Like, I'm really trying to be disciplined and focused on getting my money situation well before I decorate the RV or fix things. Like, I'm really trying to keep things really minimal and really focused on building up my income again. And I'll talk more about that in a minute because it actually is a little more serious than I've really let on up until this point. But anyway, so I was there twice yesterday to get a curtain rod to replace some blinds that absolutely cannot be fixed in the RV right now. And I'm so glad I did because adding curtains, it's in my bedroom, the curtains add such a warmth and hominess in there that it's definitely the silver lining to have had privacy issues in my bedroom for the last couple of nights. It's amazing how sometimes the silver lining can end up being the overall focus of a situation that was causing you stress. Like, I'm happier now than I was before the blinds broke. Isn't that weird? It's weird but awesome at the same time. Anyway, where was I going with all this? So now that I have the sharp scissors, I will be able to do more tutorials and share more with you about how I cut the neckline out of t-shirts or how I cut anything out of store-bought fabric, because there's so many ways we can upcycle clothes and make them more personal and more custom and more creative, and I'm really excited to do more of that, but I needed the scissors first, and now with my little $5 investment on amazing scissors, and I'll share them with you when the time comes. Anyway, that's that. So that is coming soon-ish. What else? Oh, while I was there yesterday, I bought this little, you know, those little tank tops that I love so much at Walmart. What is this one? $2? How much was this one? $2 or $3? Anyway, I bought it in size large because what I wanted to do next is take one of the stitch patterns worked even in rounds from Crochet Power and show you how you can make sleeves on your own, adjusting for the size for yourself to make sleeves for this. Now, what I thought I'd do is to take it a step further. I'm not just going to add a sleeve to the opening and grow it out. That would be easy, right? Actually, what I'm doing is going to be even easier, and it's going to empower more people to try. What I decided to do was make a chain, and I'm going to explain why I did a chain instead of a foundation oval as well, because I want the sleeve to be the tightest here and then grow out. You know, a chain is tighter than the last row of anything that you ever make, so I'm using that to my advantage here for the style aesthetic that I'm going for. So what I'm going to do, and so I made the chain per the multiple of the stitch pattern to make sure it would fit my arm. And well, let's pretend like this is the t-shirt. So I'm going to attach it at the lower end of the t-shirt down here and leave it as a cold shoulder sleeve. So your shoulder will be exposed. Nobody has issues with their shoulders. We all have issues with this part of our arm, not this part of our arm. Or we have issues with this part, not this part. In fact, I think anytime you expose skin that's not sexual, erogenous zone type skin, I think can be really sexy. So that's why I think cold shoulder tops can be extremely sexy. That's why I think exposing your yoke up here, up high, and doing lace up here, it's very sexy without being overtly sexy. So making this sleeve and not attaching it to this part of the sleeve leaving this part open means no shaping, nothing whatsoever. We're going to attach it down here at the underarm and then just let it grow, and it'll probably bell out a little bit because the chain is tighter than the stitches. So I'm using the Simone stitch pattern from the book. Okay, and I thought I'd have one sleeve done by this morning, but you know I don't. So last night I started working on this, or yesterday I started working on this, and then Bjorn wanted to go outside last night, and he actually had a very adventurous evening last night. We went out around, well, he likes to go out and attempt to go out at like 8, and then he gets scared and goes in. Then he likes to attempt to go out around 8:30, and then he gets scared and goes in. Then around 9, once it's pure dark outside, then he wants to go outside, do some flopping, do some exploring, and then right around 9:45, 10 o'clock, he likes to go for a walk. And so we went for a walk last night. We went for a really long walk again, really long walk for him. So I'm guessing a quarter mile. I'll have to measure it to find out for sure. And we get to an intersection in the neighborhood, so not a major intersection, like a little stop sign, 3-way stop sign. And there's a pickup truck, a Jeep, and a car that all come to the intersection at the same time at 10 p.m. No sidewalks, narrow road, and Bjorn is freaking out. So I quickly grab him, put him up on my shoulder, you know, perch him up on my shoulder like this, holding him. His front paws are up here, his face is up here, and his body is in my arms. And his claws are out, and he's like, oh, I'm scared. And so I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. And so I'm whispering in his ear, and we walk all the way home. By the time we get home, it's close to 11 o'clock. And yeah, I wasn't going to crochet anymore. I went to bed. Anyway, I will continue working on these. Maybe by Monday I'll have 2 sleeves and a shirt to show you. I haven't decided how long to make the sleeves. Like, it's summer here, so I'm not sure if I want full-length sleeves. Even like just below the elbow might be super cute too. You let me know what you'd like to see me make, and at the same time, doesn't matter how long I make mine, you can still make yours any length you want. And I'm going to explain how I do the multiple and how I figure out how to make the sleeve to fit me. We're going to do it custom made, and then after that I will write it up as a pattern with structured sizes for anybody that doesn't want to explore. We are all on a different creative journey. We are all on a different crafting journey. Yes, we are more alike than we are different, but we're all at different stages of the journey, and that's why I love having a book like Crochet Power to let some people just take a little bit of information and go running with it. But I also think it's important to have structured classes, structured patterns, and tutorial videos to help everyone else out wherever they are on their crafting journey. So again, no wrong way to be creative. Whatever I do can be a starting point for you. Take what you like, leave the rest, and put your own touches on it. That's the beauty of being creative too, for sure. I don't know what the temperature is or the heat index is this morning, but it's up there. It is up there. Anyway, so this is my current exciting project that I'm working on, and I'll share more of it with you as time goes on. Does anybody have questions before we go any further? I'm going to make sure I've answered any questions. We still need to take a look at the beach, and I have something else to talk to you about. Yes, sunshine, that is actually what I did to keep the budget of this home repair of replacing my blinds and valance with a curtain. I bought 2 3M hooks, and I bought a super cheap rod and some super cheap blackout curtains at Walmart. I am on a strict budget right now. I really don't have the budget for home repair right now, so it was really important to me to get my privacy back because it was my bedroom window that was exposed to the world. Very uncomfortable, and I needed to get it done. So I ended up spending, I think I spent $17 on 2 blackout curtain panels. I spent $3 on a curtain rod, and then I spent $6 on the command hooks. So that wasn't too bad. Sharon figured out the surprise gift in her book. Yay, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yesterday I finished shipping all the pre-order books, so that was very exciting. Lots and lots of books got sent off to the post office this week. So exciting. And last week. It's been a busy, busy week for me. Very exciting. 90 is the heat index, or that's the actual temperature this morning? I'm guessing it could be the heat index. Who knows? All right, well, before I get into what else I was going to talk to you about, let's look at the beach. Woo! All right. Look at this. So this is my view. This is my view. My view is of my favorite cypress trees. Oh gosh, they're not my favorite. I can't call one tree my favorite. You know that. It's like calling your kid or your pets your favorite. No, we don't have favorites. We love them all. But I really do love the cypress trees. I love their size. I love everything about them. Oh, look at how crystal clear the water is too. So I'm sitting in the shade, so I think that does dull the colors a little bit, but I have to. I just have to right now. Anyway, you can see how much more brilliant the colors are when you get out of the shade. Look at how crystal clear the water is today. You know, maybe before the summer's over, I'll find a waterproof case for my phone and we'll go in the water. That's kind of like the buddy system, right? I normally don't go in the water because I'm always alone. Sure, it would be fun to take you in the water though too. Can you believe how quiet it is here today too? When the water's still like this, it's just so hypnotically calm. Is that a phrase? I don't know. Sometimes when I get excited, I make up words. Sorry. Anyway, it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And like there's even a bad day here. They're all gorgeous. I love stormy days at the beach. I love overcast days. I love sunny days. I love rough water days. I love medium water days. And I love calm water days. I love all of them. And I love how the colors change every day. Like, man, it's always pretty at the beach. It's always interesting. There's always something to see. Always something to glean from it. Anyway, all right. All right. Anybody have any questions? Oh, I don't go over my head, sunshine. I don't even go past my hips or my waist in the water. And I only go in when I can see the bottom. Yeah, it's a really clear day today. It definitely is. The water's extremely clear today. It would be really fun to walk out there because the water's clear, because you'd be able to see so much. And see so much as long as there's nothing around you. If I saw stuff around me, I'd be out. Okay. All right, no other questions. Okay, all right. I'm going to talk about something serious for a minute, but I in no way, shape whatsoever am I meaning to make you feel sorry for me or have pity for me or anything when I'm telling you this. So just to recap, February 1st I announced discontinuing my yarn because the real estate blew up in my area. The home that I was living in, its value tripled. The landlord wanted to triple my rent. I couldn't afford to live there, couldn't afford to house my inventory. In the process, I ended up losing my physical business, yarn products and everything. I lost my home. I lost 90% of my income. I don't know if you realize how serious that is. Losing 90% of your income is major. In the process, I applied for credit to finance an RV so that I could move into that because I could not afford rent prices here any at all. I needed to stay close because of my family needing me, and so Becker died. Like, all of that stuff was going on at the same time, and I was making decisions based on having no idea what was going to happen. I knew that by losing 90% of my income, I was going to have to reinvent my business in a way. But I have to tell you something. In the 18 years that I've been working as a crochet designer, author, and TV personality and YouTuber in the craft industry, I haven't been a YouTuber the whole 18 years. Hold on a second. I've had to evolve my business many times. In fact, anytime a business shows longevity, it's not because they did the same thing for 18 years. It's because they had to change and evolve and move with the times and figure out something else along the way. In fact, the first time my business had one of these massive overhauls was when the publishing industry crashed back in the 2000s decade. I can't remember what year it was, maybe 2006, maybe 2008. And I lost 90% of my income that year as well. And that was when my income was solely based on book royalty sales from the books that I was publishing with Interweave Press and other publishing companies. And so I had to really scramble to figure out, and that's when right around then? No, maybe not quite. That's when I started somewhere in that range. Not only did I panic, not only did I try to figure out other things to do, but that's really how the yarn evolved and the YouTube channel evolved and how the self-publishing of books evolved. And so that kept me going for a while. And so with this particular major crash in my world, it's time for me to refocus again. Now, without selling products anymore, I have to refocus on patterns and books and videos and classes and other things to try to build up my income. But I have to tell you, losing 90% of your income means I'm not making enough money to pay my bills every month, and I am dependent on savings right now, and I only have a certain number of months of savings before it runs out. And when it does, I will either have built up my income to be something that's stable, or I will have to retire completely and get a real job, which is terrifying and scary, especially after doing this for 18 years. And at the same time, empty nesting, not being with Marla, not having Becker, struggling with figuring out how to make Bjorn happy, learning how to live in 200 square feet and work in 200 square feet. Like, all of this combined is super duper overwhelming. And at the same time, until I can get the income where it needs to be, none of this other stuff matters. Like, it's all whiny crap until I can figure out how to make enough money to survive. And so until I can make enough money to pay my bills, again, I have a limited amount of time until my savings runs out. And I just want to be real with you. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I'll figure this out one way or another. But unfortunately, it could be the difference between another 10, 20, 30 years of my career or having to retire and get a real job, which would mean all of it goes away, and that's really scary also. So, having said all that, not only have I been busting my booty trying to rebuild my business and trying to restructure things to make sense and to be relevant. Writing books has always been my passion, and that's always been the one thing that's remained constant through my 18 years in my career. TV's been very prominent, so have videos, and so have patterns, but books have really been like the predominant thing that hasn't changed over that time. So that's really important to me, and designing is important to me. Videos, adding classes now is going to be helpful. That's one of the reasons why I brought in Patreon, because it's a way that you can get so many benefits from me, but I can know a certain amount of money coming in every month too. So it's not, you always get benefits whichever tier you join in Patreon. But for me, it's knowing that there's an X number of money that will be coming in every month, regardless of how popular a pattern is or how popular a book is. It's more of a stable income that comes in. Yes, of course, Karen, of course you have to have faith and worry that things will work out the way they're meant to be. But the way they're meant to be doesn't always mean that it's the way you want it to be. And that's why I'm just trying to be real here and saying, if this doesn't work out, there will come a time when I have to retire and go do something else. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just being realistic that that's make it or break it. You know, when you say make it or break it, it's one or the other. And so I just wanted to make that clear. And having said all that, again, this is not to make you feel sorry for me. I'm just trying to make things clear. That's all. And it's very difficult for me to talk about this side of things because I want to focus on being successful, and I want to focus on being stable and paying my bills every month like every other person wants. Yeah, 90% is huge, Lulu, it's huge. And I try to put on a brave face every day. I try to put on a smile every day, and I try to be optimistic every day. And you know that. I show up every day, and I try every day to start with a fresh attitude. Now, a lot of you have asked me how you can help. And obviously, supporting me through watching my videos, sharing them with other people, buying my patterns, buying my books, that's a given, right? Patreon is a huge way to help me, especially, you know, being able, and it's not like I'm not offering things for you. So there's all sorts of benefits if that's something that you want to do. But there are other people who say, well, yeah, I want to help, I don't want to spend any money. Well, and I told you that there were going to be things coming up that I was going to prepare so that there was a way for you to help. And so I've created a media kit for myself. A media kit is kind of like a business style resume, okay? It talks about who you are, what you offer, and what you're looking for. And so I created a media kit for my company to present to TV producers or yarn companies or other bigger companies that might want to collaborate with me. And so my thought is that by sharing it with you, you could collectively or individually share my media kit and my brand with your favorite companies, and maybe we could grassroots find a great fit of some company that would be thrilled to have me help promote their business. And so I'm not asking for a handout. I've never asked for, I don't ask for things like that, but if there's ways that I feel like we could help, I know everybody wants to help, or a lot of you want to help, and I can't thank you enough for even just telling me that you want to help. Sometimes it's just nice knowing that people care. I feel really alone most of the time. And Christine, I've explained all that. If you don't understand it, that's fine, but I explained the rent prices went up by triple in my area, and there was no way I could house product anymore. But I've already explained that multiple times. I'm talking about going forward now. I'm not talking about looking back. There are things that happen sometimes that are out of our control, and I'm where I'm at now because things are out of my control. Obviously, I wouldn't have discontinued my yarn company to lose 90% of my income if I didn't have to. I mean, seriously. So anyway, I would love to be a spokesperson for another company. I would love to collaborate with other companies. I would love to do maybe a capsule yarn collection for companies. You know, one of the larger companies might love for me to come up with a small capsule collection of specific colors and specific colors and specific designs. I could do all sorts of amazing things with a larger company. So it's not to say that I can't design yarns and design color palettes and things going forward. It's just going to be with someone else doing all of the housing and the inventory. I'm in 200 square, Bjorn and I live and work in 200 square feet now. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, everybody's been through hard times. Everybody has. And I'm not saying that I'm special or different or unique. I'm just saying that people have asked me how they can help, and I feel like this is some way you can help. So if Judy has shared a link to the media kit. It will be in the show notes as well. You can read the media kit. If you have questions about how to make one or whatever, I'm more than happy to share that. But if you would like to share the link to that media kit page with your favorite companies, whether it's your favorite clothing companies that you'd like to see me work with, your favorite any kind of companies, let alone yarn companies or tool companies or craft companies, just if there's any way that you would like to spread the awareness that I'm looking for collaboration and looking for work, if you would like to share it with other companies, I would be really grateful because, you know, what if 1,000 people all shared my media kit to one yarn company? They might pay attention. You know, it's one thing when one person shares it, but if it collectively it happens to be like, ends up being more like a petition, it might be something that they would pay attention to then. And people are always more interested in consumers sharing what they want rather than me. I could spend my media kit out to every company in the world and it wouldn't get nearly the same weight or traction as you as consumers sharing what you would like to see that company do, especially if it ends up being in group numbers rather than individually. So I'm just putting it out there. If you don't want to do this, don't. You know, there are people that have asked me if there are ways that they can help without spending money. And I said that in time, I would have something for you. And now I have something. Thank you, Juliet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I would be thrilled to be working with, you know, clothing companies, makeup companies, hair companies, yarn companies, all the above. I would love to be able to work with lots of companies. I have a lot to offer. I have a lot of creative ideas and a lot to offer. And, You know, I'm just a tree in the forest right now. So if there's anything that you feel like, if you feel inspired to help, great. If you don't, that's fine. I'm not asking for anything. People have asked and I'm offering. That's it. Does anybody have any questions? I know we went a little over today, but probably got a little too wordy. I'm nervous. I don't like talking about this side of things. I like talking about the positive side of things. I don't like talking about the negative sides. Thanks, Judy. It's hard to talk about the negative things. It feels like that's where my focus goes, and that's not the intention of this at all. Maybe somebody would like me to represent them from the RV life of things, or about the small living side of things. I think there's so many different, or the cooking for one, cooking in small spaces. There's so many ways that I could, there's so many directions that I could go, and I'm happy to go in all the directions. You know how excited I am. You know what, Nora? I would rather say you share with your companies that you love. That's wonderful, Juliet. I'm so glad that I've inspired you. That's the reason why I do what I do. I want to make the world a more creative and peaceful and loving place. And the best way to do that is to start with yourself and start with the people that you know. And I think that I've proven over time that that's what I do. But I'm so happy. Perhaps, Karen, I don't know. Let's just work on it. You know, if there's something, if you feel moved and inspired to help, if you feel moved and inspired to share with a company that you love, do it. And if you don't, that's okay too. Oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you. My YouTube is monetized. It is. It's not very much money at this stage of YouTube. You might be surprised that it really is only dollars. It's not a whole lot of money at this stage. I'm sure if I had 1 million followers, it would be a steady income, but it's not yet. And that's okay, because I'm still working towards that. I will probably hit 100,000 subscribers in the next month, and at that point, I will get a plaque from YouTube, and I will, as far as I know, I will at that point get some help from YouTube staff, which will help me to better optimize my channel, which hopefully will mean more money or more exposure. And then from there, just keep growing, because I love this platform. I love to be able to talk to people and inspire people from YouTube. I've said this for years. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be able to go live every day on YouTube and to share my creative thoughts and my positive thoughts with other people. I love it. Did I make an introductory video on my Patreon? I haven't made any introductory videos this year because I've been having a really hard time figuring out where to do it, from the RV, the yard, the beach. I don't think I've made an intro video there yet. I don't think so. Yeah, so Nora, maybe maybe. Or maybe if people just continue messaging them or emailing them, maybe they'll see the numbers. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Let's see where we go from there. I'm planting the seed. We'll see where it goes from there. You're welcome, Dawn. My pleasure. My pleasure. It makes me so happy to hear that I have made other people feel more peaceful, more calm, more creative, more anything positive. It's so rewarding to me to see that what I do makes a difference in other people's lives. It's definitely a major gift and something that I will always remember for my whole life. The messages that I get about how I've changed people's lives is just incredible. I wish everybody could get that feeling at least once in their lifetime. It's been amazing. I've been getting messages like that for 18 years, whether it's been from how my books have changed people's lives, how my patterns have changed people's lives, how meeting me in person has changed people's lives. I've gotten so many amazing compliments for just being me and just being nice to people. It amazes me how surprising that is to people. It doesn't take much to be nice, guys. It doesn't. It's a choice, though. It is a choice. Anyway, thank you to all of you, because without you, I wouldn't be here at all, right? I'd be waitressing or doing something. I don't know. So thanks to all of you, and we've made it another month, and we've got hopefully big things are coming, and we can get stable and then start working on more creative projects that involve a little more investment. But in the meantime, if you're wondering why I'm not showing decorations inside the RV, why I'm not doing a whole lot of extra stuff, why I'm not doing cooking videos, it's because I'm on such an extreme budget to just get by while I'm trying to figure out my income. That's why I'm mostly using my stash yarn from the discontinued yarn company, and I'm not investing in yarn. I mean, very minimally. I'm just really trying to get by right now and to stay exciting and to stay relevant, but it's with minimal investment right now, because I've really got to get my finances in order, and I think you can understand that. Gina, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest, Nora, this is hard. It's really hard to share this with you. Like, I was sweating even in the car in the AC. My palms are sweating. I don't want to share this side of things with people, because I don't want people to feel sorry for me, and I don't want to take away from the positivity that we share here. But I know a lot of you really care and want to help if you can, and so I'm putting it out there. That's it. Anyway, I think we ought to end on a positive note today. So what if we pull a quote from the Create, Share, Inspire notebook? This is actually my notebook. This is the one that I write in. This is what I wrote yesterday. I'm open to receiving miracles. I say that every single day. I read a book recently that the author, I'll share the book with you on Monday. There's this book, it's called Outrageously Open. I believe it's in my Amazon shop. If not, one of the things that she says in the book, she says, every day say out loud, I'm open to receiving miracles. She goes, what's the worst thing that can happen? If you don't believe it, it's just words. And if you believe it, great things can happen. And so for the last 6 weeks, maybe? For the last 6 weeks, I think is how long I've had the book now. I say it every day. And so when I get the chance, I write it down on paper too, because I do feel like writing things is really powerful as well. So let's see, okay, that was yesterday's quote. So let's go to today. That's kind of random since I didn't decide it up front. Oh. Some of you might go, oh God, she's excited about another quote. What a surprise. I know, because they're all exciting. I curated these quotes to be exciting every single time you see them, whether it's the 4th time you've read the book, or the 10th time you've read the book, or the 1st time you read the book. Yes, they're exciting every time because I curated them to be exciting every time. They're powerful, powerful, simple, positive quotes. This is by Confucius. I could cry, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. Okay, this is Confucius. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Yeah. I've always done that. And I always will. So no matter what happens, wherever you go, go with all your heart. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed my outfit show and tells, my newfound favorite skirt, my new project that I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have those sleeves ready for you to see on Monday. They're going to be gorgeous, gorgeous. And yeah, if you have a chance or if you have the thought, do something kind for yourself this weekend. Have some fun, do something. Maybe do something nice for someone else too, but don't forget, it starts with you. Be kind to yourself as well. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday. Bye-bye. Thank you.